Hello and welcome to episode 28 of Steins Gate. Where we had last left off, essentially we finished the time machine with Suzuha and we thought it worked out really well. There's a good goodbye. We found out Daru was the father. But then we had just received a note from her, essentially 34 years into her future from 1975, and she failed. She failed bad. She had severe memory loss and only remembered a year before her death. I'm not sure if she killed herself or not. Also kind of crazy to say at the beginning of the episode. I apologize. But if you like videos like this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, because it really does help with the channel. Let me know what you want to see next, and I guess let's get to it. We had just finished reading this note. My hands curl, crumpling the page. I realize that I'm crying. Suzuha failed? She lost her memory? Her life was meaningless? Yeah, it was very depressing. This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces, like mine, are frozen in disbelief. She died at 44. I turn to Daru. He's whiter than a sheet.
Daru. Time machine wa.
Sorry, bud. You killed your daughter.
治ってたはずだよ。はずだけど、そもそもタイムマシンを直すのなんて初めてだったし、見落としがあったのかも。
Poor Daru.
見落としたと。そのせいでお前の娘は24年間も記憶を失ったのだぞ。
Yeah, that's mean for him to say. That's kind of crazy.
僕だって好きで見落としたわけじゃ。
そうよ。二人とも落ち着きなさい。橋田はできる限りのことを精一杯やった。彼を責めるのはお門違いよ。
Good job, Assistant Christina.
お前はなんでそんなに冷静なんだ。
こういう性格なの。悪かったな。とにかく落ち着け。
It's not Daru's fault, I know that. But it can't end like this, it can't. What was Suzuha feeling as she wrote this letter? I look again at the words scrawled upon the page. Every character resonates with despair. I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. Suzuha is dead, 10 years gone. Wait, how did she die? Don't tell me. Mr. Braun must know what happened. I run to the window and check the street. Mr. Braun is outside closing up shop.
Mr. Braun!
I run downstairs.
お、岡部。例のラジカンの人工衛星消えたってよ。大騒ぎらしいぜ。
I guess it's already made the news.
そんなことより聞かせてください。
ん？なんだ？
橋田鈴さんの亡くなった状況について。
知ってどうする？
He looks at me hard. I meet his stare unflinching.
俺は今まで彼女の死について何も知らなかった。彼女の最後を知っておかなければならない。そんな気がするんです。そうしなくちゃいけないんだ。それがどんな最後だったにしろ、この胸に。
単なる好奇心ってわけじゃなさそうだな。で、もう一度聞くが、すずさんとはどういう関係だ？
古い知り合いです。
That's all I can say.
とても古い知り合いで、でも彼女と過ごしたわずかな時間は今もはっきり思い出すことができるんです。聞かせてください。
あまり言いたくはないんだがな。これから俺が言うことは心して聞けよ。いいか？
It has to be, oh my gosh, it has to be lineage, family lineage. My grandma, I slowly nod, or my mom, and then I get my answer.
自殺だ。
Yep. The word drops on my heart like an anvil. Suicide. My knees give out. I collapse to the pavement.
自宅で首をつってな。俺が第一発見者だ。
Oh. My life was meaningless. I recall the last words she wrote in her letter, words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve so bleak an end.
そんなことになる1年ぐらい前から精神的に随分不安定になってな。それまでは明るくて優しい人だったんだが、俺はあの人の家に下宿させてもらってたんだ。スズさんは天涯孤独だったし、葬式にはほとんど人は来なかった。寂しいもんだったぜ。さっきの手紙はスズさんが死ぬ1週間前に渡された。2010年の今日になったら岡部倫太郎という青年に渡してくれってな。スズさんは予知能力でも持ってたのかと思ったぜ。おめえが上に越してきた時はな。
Enough. I can't take it anymore. I try to stand, but my legs betray me. I stumble, but before I fall, a small body supports my shoulder.
おかり、大丈夫？
Mayuri. It must be taking all her strength to hold me up. Did Mayuri hear how Suzuha died? Her eyes are wet, her lips are trembling. Still, she's the one supporting me. Mayuri and I bow deeply to Mr. Braun and return to the lab. When we get back, Daru is seated at his computer, head on the table. Kirsu standing in front of the TV, watching an excited report talk about Radikan. The disappearance of the satellite is huge news, obviously. The lounge is silent, save for the TV. No one says a word. I look at the table. The divergence meter still reads point. Okay, it hasn't changed since before Suzuha left. What went wrong? I can't go back 10 years with a time leap machine. I can't do anything about Suzuha's death. Should I have stopped her from leaving after all? Maybe then this tragedy wouldn't have happened. No, what choice did I have? Man, what do you do? Can't save Mayuri without the IBN 5100. Suzuha had to travel to 1975. I considered my options. What if I redo these 2 days again? Could Daru fix the time machine so this doesn't happen? Is fixing the time machine even possible? Daru's skills are second to none, and the time machine was built by his own hand 26 years in the future. It seems logical that he would be able to fix it. But look at it another way. It took Daru a whole 26 years to learn enough to build the time machine, and he had to reverse engineer CERNs to do it. Maybe it's unreasonable to expect our Daru to perform flawless repairs in only 2 days. In that case, can I have Daru use the time leap machine and repeat these 2 days until he repairs it? No, he'll have to start from scratch each time. 2 days just aren't enough. I collapse on the sofa and bury my face in my hands. Mayuri sits next to me, gently rubs my back. I'm grateful for her kindness. I recall what Suzuha wrote. If you go back to the day, please, please let me leave. The D-mail I sent. Could that be the case? Or the cause? On the original world line, Suzuha leapt to 1975 after failing to meet her father. Unsatisfied with the outcome, I sent a D-mail to convince myself to follow Suzuha and prevent her from leaving. As a result, she remained in 2010 for another additional 4 days. So what if we send a D-mail, time leap, send a D-mail, stop myself, change the world line, and then, I don't know. But that night, the time machine was damaged by a thunderstorm. If I hadn't followed Suzuha that day, if I hadn't sent the D-mail to myself, her time machine would not have malfunctioned. She would have arrived safely in 1975. The solution is obvious. I need to cancel that D-mail. But can I really do that? If I change the past so that Suzuha leaves, won't that undo the 4 days we spent together? Our frantic search through the streets of Akiba. Her heartfelt confession on the roof of Radikan. Her tearful reunion with her father, Daru. All of it will be undone. What do I do? An urgent bulletin pops up on the TV. I look up in surprise. Terrorist attack. Oh no. It's too late. What do we do? I don't know. But she might. Darn, Mocha's men will be here any minute. There's no time to think, no time to hesitate. I run downstairs, break into the Braun Tube workshop, and turn on the TV. Then I return to the lab and activate the time leap machine.
Okabe, どうするつもり?
Kirsu demands answers. I can see fear in her eyes.
なんとかしなければならない。このままでいいはずはないんだ。
岡部。
ゆかり、無茶はダメだよ。
Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand. There are two options. I can cancel the D-mail that convinced me to pursue Suzuha. Sending a contradictory D-mail should do the trick. Or I can timely begin and prevent Suzuha from leaving. Two options, but really just one. Do not hesitate, Okabe Rintaro. Hesitation is unforgivable. You already know what you must do. Stop pursuit. Wow. I would have let her stay. Last mail. It's CERN trap. That should be enough to convince me to let Suzuha go.
クリス、
I think I saved it instead of send.
日付を正確に覚えている特技があったな。
ええ、まあ。
鈴葉の励まし会をやったのはいつだ。
4日前、8月9日。
おかり、D メールを送るの。でもそうしたら全部消えちゃうんだよ。
4 days. It may not sound like much, but in that time we forged a definite bond with Suzuha. To send this email is to sever that bond. I know that. But this is the only choice I have. I said the phone waved in 97 hours ago. This email should arrive a few hours after the first. Now I just need to send it. Save Mayuri, that is my purpose. That is what drove me to leap through time. I'll do whatever it takes to save her. This is just one more sacrifice. Erase the time you spent with Suzuha, destroy whatever bond you had. Send the email. Push the button. Isn't that what Suzuha wished for? You'll be saving her from 25 years of loneliness, from ending her life in utter despair. Save Suzuha, save Mayuri. This is the right thing to do. This is right. But is it really? Is erasing those memories really the right thing to do? Isn't that just running away from reality? Shouldn't I try time leaving first? Maybe there's another way. What should I do? What's the right choice? Stop, you're starting to doubt. Never doubt. I don't know the answer, but I need to reach a conclusion or else. I can't. I can't do it. I can't send the email. Acting on impulse, I don the headgear and punch in a 48-hour time leap. I ignore her and bite down hard on my lip. Wait, I call Daru? As the taste of blood fills my mouth, I press the button. Oh my gosh. Excuse me while I take in my failsafe to hopefully start doing better recordings. Not a sponsor, but it would be a cool random one. Altoids, strawberry. I'll take any flavor though. Ah. The world twists. My legs shake. I cover my eyes and wait for my senses to return to normal. 1,000 emotions stamp through my skull, then fade away. I stare vacantly at Kirsu standing in front of me. At first I can't hear her over the buzzing in my ears, but little by little her voice becomes clear.
ほら、ふらついてるじゃない。まだ2日目なのに、そんなに疲れててどうすんのよ。
Kirsu thrust her fingers at me like an angry school teacher.
ピンバッジはきっと見つかる。まだ時間はあるんだから、そんなに焦らないで。それより、あんたにぶっ倒れられたら、私はともかく、まゆりが心配するでしょ。少しは自分の体もいたわりなさい。
The time leap worked.
ああ、分かってる。
I nodded to Kirsu, then collapsed on the sofa. I couldn't sacrifice either of them. In a sense, I am running away. But there was no other choice. No other way to save Suzuha and Mayuri both. Let's see. If I were to figure this out, what I would do is maybe send a D-mail to never let Mocha use that D-mail and alter the future, or maybe try to send a D-mail all the way back to the day where CERN first found that email and try to cancel it out, but I don't know how that would work. In 2 days, Mayuri will die and Suzuha will be lost to the past. If these 2 days are all we have left, then all I can do is repeat them forever. Let these 2 days be the rest of my life. Wow. The wind caresses my cheek. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve rhythmically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
気持ちいいね。
なんで僕がこんなことに付き合わなきゃいけないんだ。
同感だわ。っていうか風強すぎ。
ダル君はね、メタボだからもっと運動しておくべきだと思うよ。
Oof.
デブオタ上等。
Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike.
いい景色だな。
From here, you can see across Tokyo Bay all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Akiba and the jumbled sprawl of central Tokyo are a 2-hour ride behind us. Here on this artificial island, there are only skyscrapers and vacant lots, one extreme or the other. One time I took the bus back to Akiba after Kamima, so I already knew how close it was, but I never thought I'd come here by bike. Except for Suzuha, we're all using rent-a-cycles. I wanted to change a pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed a cycling expedition. Of course, I already know who the pin belongs to and who Suzuha's father is, but I have chosen not to tell anyone. If at all possible, I want to spend these 2 days in peace and delay Suzuha's time travel. That is my goal now.
出発するまではさ、ただの時間の無駄遣いと思ってたけど、たまにはこういう時間も必要な生き物なんだね、人間って。
私はタイムリープマシンを作ってる方が楽しい。
引きこもりが最強だと今日証明されました。
二人ともグダグダだね。だらしないな。そんなんじゃ生き残れないよ。
True. Kirsu and Daru are exhausted while Suzuha and Mayuri are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Arake, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy.
水は自動販売機はまだ。今ならコップ一杯分の水のために人殺しもできそうだお。
残念ながらこの橋を含めてあと2つ橋を渡らないとコンビニはない。そこまで辛抱しろ。
マジで無理。もう無理。
オカリン、詳しいんだね。この辺来たことあるの？
ああ、何度もな。
How long have I been living in this closed loop of time? It's already getting hard to keep track of the days, so instead I think in 2-day cycles. This should be the 4th cycle. This time I only know that Mayuri is fated to die. By keeping that secret, I allow us to spend these days like normal kids our age would. The cycling expedition is part of that. Suzuha and Mayuri enjoy the ride, so I make sure we do it each time I repeat the loop. Our current destination is Tokyo Big Sight, the massive convenience center in Arake. In a few days, it will be home to Kamima, the world's largest Dojinshi marketplace event.
ここまで来ればビッグサイトはすぐだ。あと10分もしないうちに着くだろう。
その前に休憩を。
Daru has used up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail separating us from the road. I turn and pull next to Daru's bike.
そのままの格好でいると危ないぞ。体を起こせ。
ちょっと休ませてよ。
危ないんだと言っているだろう。
I sigh and pull Daru up by the arm.
わかったから。
Daru stands up. A second later. A huge truck speeds past. The gust of wind left in its wake nearly bowls us over. The bridge sways beneath our feet.
危ね
It probably wouldn't have paid him anyway, but still, best to be careful.
え。オカリンのおかげで助かった。
なんかね、今のオカリン、未来が見えてたみたいだったね。
D メールでも使ったんでしょ。
Mary's innocent smile, Kusu's cynical grin. To them, it's a joke, but they're not mistaken. The only thing they've got wrong was that I didn't send a D-mail, I time-leapt. Suzuha's eyes meet mine. She was laughing just moments ago, but now she looks confused, uncertain. I avert my eyes.
聖地よ、私は帰ってきた。
Daru, his vigor restored, faces big sight with his arms spread wide.
人がいない時に来るのって初めてだよ。
こんなに広かったのね。なのにコミマ中は人で埋め尽くされるとかありえない。
In the emptiness, it's easy to see how truly majestic Big Sight is. At Kamima, when you're wading through a sea of people, it's just another big building.
ねえねえ、マユシーはお腹空いちゃった。
近くにファミレスあるべ。そこで一休みしようよ。
帰りも同じ距離を走らないといけないのよね。それを考えたら鬱だ。
The three of them go searching for the family restaurant. Suzuha is still gazing at Big Sight.
鈴葉どうした
I ask the question, though I already know how she'll answer. She's excited to see Big Sight in real life.
ビッグサイト、生で見られて感動。
Suzuha's eyes are shining.
2036年にはさ、ビッグサイトってなくなっちゃってるんだよね。より大規模な埋め立て計画の一環で、もっと大きなイベント会場がゴロゴロしてる。ドームだってあの辺に移転してきてるし。
Wow. Suzuha points to the middle of Tokyo Bay.
でもさ、さっき橋田至が言ってたけど、ここって聖地扱いされてるんだよね。コミマっていうすごいイベントがあるんでしょ。私の母さんもそのイベントに参加してて、そこで父さんと会ったんだって話してくれたよ。
Oh.
なるほど。お前の母親は不女子だった可能性があるな。
だからさ、ずっと見たかったんだよね。ありがとう、岡部倫太郎。
That's kind of sweet.
ちょっとだけ父さんに近づけた気がする。
A sharp pain stabs through my heart. I know who Suzuha's father is. He's right over there. But I won't tell her. Not until the afternoon of the 13th when the time leap machine is complete. For now, I just want to prolong these 2 days of peace.
オカリー、すずさん、早く早く。ほら、呼んでる。行こうよ。私もお腹空いちゃった。
Suzuha grabs my hand and we take off running. Somehow I manage to force a smile. Today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. Every day will be fun forever. The wind caresses my cheek. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harami Bridge. The spokes revolve slowly, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
気持ちいいね。
So we've already done this. How many times?
くんはね、
デブオタ上等。
What cycle is this, my 10th? So we've gone back in time at least 10 more times, okay. Must be more than that by now. I'm still repeating the same 2 days. Mocha's attack, Mayuri's death. Those things will never ever happen. Today, once again, we're off on an adventure.
ここまで来ればビッグサイトはすぐだ。
その前に休憩を。
Daru has used up the last of his strength while still on his bike. He rests his body against the guard, separating it. I turn and pull next to Daru's bike.
そのままの格好で。
I swallow my words. Thoughts too dark to be my own suddenly slip into my mind. What will happen if I don't pull Daru back? Will the truck catch on Daru's pat? Will it send him flying like a rag doll? Will it take off his head? Will blood spray from the stump like a crimson fountain? Will the girl scream, I wonder? Let's find out. Uh-oh. What difference does it make if Daru dies? I can just timely begin, can't I? Go back to the start of the loop and Daru will be good as new. Besides, everyone needs a little spice in their life. For those 2 days, I am God. I choose who lives and who... The sound of a horn blasts my eardrums. Daru jerks back from the guardrail. A split second later, the truck howls past. Daru loses his balance and falls on his butt.
ちょっと大丈夫？
怪我はない？
Kirsu and Suzuha get off their bicycles and help Daru up.
今のトラックひどいよ。
The truck has already crossed the intersection at their bridge. We watch it drive away.
ビビった。つうかなんなんあのトラック。ふざけんなよ。ナンバー見とけばよかった。そしたら通報しましたってできるのに。
事故が起きたわけじゃないし、通報しても無意味でしょ。
Everyone's fussing over Daru. I stand a few steps away, staring at my hands. I'm glad it ended as something to laugh about, but what was I thinking just now? I began this loop so that no one would be hurt, so that Mayuri would live and Suzuha would never go back in time. Yet just now I was ready to watch Daru die. Some part of me wanted it to happen.
岡部倫太郎。
I cower in reflex upon hearing my name. Suzuha is staring at me. There are questions in her eyes. She can't have heard my dark thoughts just now, and yet I feel like she can see right through me.
顔色悪いよ。
オカリン、僕よりガクブルしてるとかおかしくね？
ああ。何しろスーパーハッカーに死なれては我がラボは大打撃だからな。
I use a purposely extravagant tone to cover up my guilty thoughts and start pedaling.
休憩は終わりだ。行くぞ。
I am this world's observer. Nothing can escape my subjectivity. Everyone and everything in the universe itself exists in the shape I wish for it to exist. Mayuri, Kirisu, Daru, and even Suzuha. Here we can live in peace and harmony. None of us need ever face death. A 48-hour eternity. I am the creator of this paradise, and so I know. Tomorrow will be another wonderful day. Wow.
聖地よ、私は帰ってきた。
Daru, his vigor restored, okay?
人がいない時に来るのって。
こんなに広かったのね。なのにコミマ中は人で埋め尽くされるとか。
ねえねえ、マユシーはお腹す。
近くにファミレスあるべ。
Okay, hopefully it's a different conversation this time.
いけないのよね。
The three of them go searching for the family restaurant.
鬱だ。
Suzuha is still gazing at Big Sight. Eyes roam her body. Oof. Those tight legs. That slender body. Her clothes accentuate all her fine curves. Oh. Her bazungas are huge. Something stirs in my heart. Hot and heavy like thick lava. It whispers to me words like poison. What if I lure her into a dark corner and have my way with her? What then? Getting her alone would be simple enough. All I have to do is offer information on her father and she'll follow me anywhere. To make matters easier, no Amane Suzuha exists in present-day Japan. No documentation proving Japanese. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? We are a mad scientist right now. Not even a birth certificate. It's only natural she won't be born for another 7 years. So even if she runs to the police, nobody will believe a word she says. If I imagine she'll put up a fight, she was a member of the resistance in her time, and I know she'll be stronger than she looks. But she's still just a girl. May take some doing, but I'll have my way with her in the end. Another me, Hoyan Kyoma, perhaps, is whispering inside my head. You want a woman, don't you? It says, of course you do, it's instinct. So what if she's Daru's daughter? So what if she's on a mission to save her future? Forget about that. She's a fine woman, that's all. You're not a saint, Okabe Rintaro. What was it that you called yourself again? That's right, an insane mad scientist. If you're really insane, then let's see you snap. Remember, you have the power of a god. You can grape her, and then undo it with the time leap machine. And hey, while you're at it, why not taste the same girl's purity over and over again? Would that be something all those purity only freaks would kill to be you? And why stop at grape? Think of what else you can do with the time leap machine. Murder, steal, kidnap, destroy. Is that the best you can do, Okabe Rintaro? Is that really all the evil in your heart? Well, I guess you're only human after all. Think about it. We're only human. That's important, my bad. Well, I guess we're only human after all. Think about it, Okabe Rintaro. Sure, you wish for this loop, but repeat the same day 2 days forever? Sounds like torture to me. Aren't you tired of it already? These 2 days should be your paradise. Forget about petty laws and morals. You're a hunter. Taboos mean nothing to you. Hunt your prey and eat your fill. The voice is right. I am the sole observer. I am God. I can do anything. Do her. Kill her. Rape her. No one can judge me in this closed loop of time. Forget your morals. Trust your primal urges. Follow your instincts. Wow. Hence the name metaphysical necrosis, I guess. I cover my ears and avert my eyes from Suzuha. Bzz, bzz. My ears are ringing. Someone is trying to crush my soul, projecting through not my own thoughts not on my own onto the screen of my heart.
Okabe Rintaro?
Suddenly, Suzuha grabs me by the shoulder and peers into my face. The warmth from the hand makes the buzzing grow louder.
やっぱ具合悪いんじゃない？休む？
I'm afraid to look at Suzuha with these dark feelings clogging my mind. I shake her off and plead towards Big Sight.
岡部倫太郎、どこ行くの？
I need to get away from Suzuha. If I don't, I might give in to this urge. I stare at my hands. Clench, open, clench, open. Repeat, repeat. My hands still move, just as I expect them to, just as I order them to. But those dark impulses, the devil's whispers, how can I explain those? What the hell was that? What's happening to me? I start to tremble. My teeth chatter. The sun's hot enough to burn my skin, but I feel cold. I'm afraid of myself. I'm still okay, aren't I? I am Hoyan Kyoma, Okabe Rintaro, the insane mad scientist with a fetish for science and chaos. See, I still know who I am.
まだってなんだよ。
What is that supposed to mean? Will I eventually lose control of myself? Am I going to break? Like Mobius strip, the same 2 days go round and 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 round. But today I failed to keep them the same. My feelings became twisted. Today on Hiromi Bridge, I didn't just hesitate to save Daru, I nearly yielded to my dark emotions. Dark emotions. Dark impulses. Emotions seeping with venom. I listened to their poisonous, disgusting whispers. And I was almost drawn in. There's no denying it. Worse, that was but a taste of what might lurk inside my heart. If those emotions attack me again, this time, crashing over me like a tsunami, will I be able to control myself? Mayuri. Kirisu. Daru. Suzuha. Will I be able to keep myself from hurting them no matter what? Will I be able to keep everyone safe in this loop I made for Mayuri and Suzuha's sake? Do I really have such strength? I don't know. That answer is hardly reassuring, but for now it's the only answer I got. This endless loop is the world I wished for. I can only protect this world, only I can protect this world. I pray that those impulses were just a fluke, that they'll never resurface again. I ask only that tomorrow be peaceful. The wind caresses my cheek. Okay.
気持ちいいね。
同感だ。
ダル君はね、
デブオタ上等。
いい景色だな。出発するまではさ、ただの時間。
私はタイムリ
引きこもりがさい。
二人ともグダグダだらしないな。そんなんじゃ生き残れないよ。
水は
やればいい。
え
Oh my gosh. I could kill for a glass of water, Rintaro, then do it. Everyone turns to look at me.
やってみろよ、人殺し。
Oh my gosh. What are we doing, my guy?
ネタにマジレスですか？
ああ、マジだ。どうしてやらないんだ？やりたいならやればいいじゃないか。
ちょっと岡部、あんたいきなり何言い出してんのよ。
オカリン、そういうこと言っちゃダメなんだよ。
つうか、オカリンなんでキレてんの？
別に。コンビニが橋を2つ渡った先にある。そこまで文句言わずに耐えろ。
そうなん。意外と距離あるな。
Hundreds of days have passed since this began, maybe thousands. How many cycles has it been? I've repeated this loop so many times that I've grown tired of keeping track. I can barely remember the reason I started. The days go by like tearing pages from a calendar. Everyone says the same things, everyone responds in the same ways. I've noticed my biorhythms seemed a bit off, but aside from that, every day is the same. Same. Yes, subtle deviations occur, but it's all within acceptable limits. In the end, the result is always the same. Everything that happens is insignificant, meaningless, pointless. I'm the only one still living in this loop. Everyone else is just being kept alive by me. We're just spinning our wheels in a dead world. My soul died some cycles back, I don't remember. This isn't life. Mayuri's death, Mocha's raid, Suzuha's time travel. I may have cared about those things once. Not anymore. When did I stop caring? When did I become a machine looping and looping for all eternity? Nothing matters. When these 2 days are over, they will start again. Everything will be reset and I will reset myself. Then I guess it's pointless to worry. Ridiculous. How many times have I repeated this loop? My senses have gone dull. It's getting harder to respond to the things I see and hear. I feel detached, like I'm isolated inside a thin membrane. But why would we mix up these 2 days and go on different expeditions? That's what I would also be wondering. And I've already gotten used to it. I don't find it inconvenient anymore. I simply adapted. I simply optimized to this far too narrow world, to this far too gentle world. Why shouldn't I adapt? This is my world.
僕はサイクリングをやめるぞ。
Dara has used up the last of his strength. While on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail. I stop my bicycle and watch him passively. And then I hold him there. The horn blares. Dara jerks away from the rail. A split second later, the truck howls past. Daru loses his balance and falls on his butt.
あぶねえ。
ちょっと大丈夫？
怪我はない？
Kirsu and Suzuha get off their bicycles and help Daru up.
今のトラックひどいよ。
The truck has already crossed the intersection after the bridge. We watch it drive away.
はあ、ビビった。つうかなんなんあのトラック。ふざけんなよ。ナンバー見とけばよかった。そしたら通報しましたってできるのに。
通報しろよ。
The truck's number smoothly rolls off my tongue. I've seen it so many times, it's like a brand on my brain.
教えたぞ。ほら通報しろ。
I hold my phone out.
オカリン、僕になんか恨みあんの？
お前が通報したいと言うから通報する機会を与えてやっただけだろ。
My tone is flat. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
確かに橋田のだらけた態度は良くないけど、岡部も感じ悪すぎよ。
仕切るな。
Oh.
上キャラ。
Oh.
何よ。
喧嘩は良くないよ。ダル君は無事だったんだし、めでたしめでたしだよ。ね。
Shut up, Mayuri. I ignore Mayuri and shove my phone at Daru. Wow.
通報しないのか。
まあ今回のところはこれで勘弁してやるっつうことで。
I sigh and put away my phone. Suzuha is staring at me again. She looks like she wants to say something, but who cares what she thinks? I feel nothing. The tired Kusu, the re-energized Daru, and the ever-energetic Mayuri repeat the same conversation I've seen hundreds of times, and then they go search for the restaurant. Well, I turn my back to them and walk toward the sea. But Suzuha stands in front of me, blocking my way. Her eyes bore into mine. I try to pass without saying anything, but she cuts me off. I see the sincere concern in her eyes, but it can no longer sway my heart, not even a little.
あるテレビ記者が雪の街に取材に来て、そこで時間の連鎖に絡め取られちゃうって映画なかったっけ？
Groundhog Day. What? What the hell is she talking about?
恋はデジャビューだったかな。私にとってはすごく古い映画なんだけど、私がいた2036年ではさ、セルンの検閲があって、新しい映画はどれもこれもつまんないんだよね。だから古い映画ばっか見てた。恋はデジャビューもそのうちの一本。
知らないな。
あの映画、私は納得いってないんだよね。
I was trying to brush her off, but Suzuha keeps talking.
だって、主人公が特に何かしたわけでもないのにさ、時間の無限ループは綺麗さっぱりなくなっちゃうじゃん。で、主人公は善人になってハッピーエンド。なんかいまいちな脚本だった。今の君、今の私たち、映画と同じ状況に置かれてるんじゃない？なんとか言いなよ、岡部倫太郎。君はこの世界を知ってる。そうでしょ？
You have no idea. Her gaze seems to pierce through everything. I find myself blinking involuntarily, then my eyes drop to my feet.
何が言いたい？
A hoarse voice leaks from the back of my throat. It doesn't sound like my own.
私はこのビッグサイトを今初めて見た。でも私がビッグサイトを見たのはこれが初めてじゃない。
I feel my heart skip a beat. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
言葉遊びか。
私たちは前にもここに来たんでしょ？君は何度も今日という日を経験してるんでしょ？一体何度目なの？
Lost count.
答えて。
Suddenly, Suzuha seizes my arm.
今の君さ、死んだような目をしてる。わかるんだ。その目、私がいた2036年の人たちと同じだから。岡部倫太郎、私を見て。心を殺さないで。
Slowly, feelings rise from the depths of my heart, like an oiled machine grinding back to life.
マキセ・クリスが完成させる予定のタイムリープマシン。それを使って君は何度もこの時間をループしてる。そうだよね。
だから
なんでこんなこと。
さあな。もうその理由もどうでもよくなってきている。
君は何から逃げてるの？
そう、確かに逃げている。 逃げ込んだマユリを殺させないために。
それは私が1975年へ飛べば解決されることで。
いいや、お前は失敗する。
We're just gonna lore drop, I guess.
そして孤独な25年を過ごした挙句首をつって死んでいくんだよ。
何を。
だから俺はこのループに逃げ込んだ。マユリもお前も死なせないために。
That's it, that was the reason. I entered this loop resolved to save him. But then my resolve has long since turned to dust.
この2日間を繰り返してさえいれば何も変わらず誰も死なない。俺はその繰り返しを受け入れた。
それは君の主観だよ。世界は君に関係なく未来へと続いていくの。君がこの2日間を何千回何万回ループさせたって椎名真由里が死ぬことに変わりはない。根本的解決にはならない。
俺は別に。
My lips twist into a self-deriding smile.
根本的解決をしようなんて思わない。
いつまでもこのループを続けるつもり？
そうだ。それを受け入れた。
何が受け入れたなの？自分がおかしくなり始めてることに気づいてないの？
おかしくなったとしても世界は続く。2日間のループは続く。
What if she stops him?
俺がおかしくなってもループは止めない。
時間の止まった世界でこのまま生きていくことに耐えられるの？君はこの輪を永遠に終わらせることはできないんだよ。肉体的には死ぬことはない。でも岡部倫太郎、君の心は死に始めてる。
だってしょうがないだろう。俺には誰かを無慈悲に犠牲にする覚悟なんて。だマユリも鈴葉も仲間だ。どちらも失うわけにはいかない。
Suzuha hangs her head with a sorrowful expression. Is the interrogation over? I tried to end the conversation by walking toward the sea again, but she grabs my hand to stop me.
まだ何かあるのか。
私は首を吊って死ぬって本当？
ああ。
IBN5100 を手に入れるのを失敗するのも？
ああ。
Suzuha bites her lip and hangs her head. Maybe I shouldn't have told her the truth, but it doesn't really matter. If I timely begin, this conversation will never happen.
ねえ、岡部倫太郎。だったら一緒に行く？
何？
一緒に行くかって聞いたの。1975年へ。
That's the last thing I expected to hear. Go with her to 1975?
俺が行ってどうなる？
Suzuha grasped my hand tightly.
私が失敗しないように助けてもらう。あるいは未来を変えるための別の方法を探す。
できるのか？
My heart beats. My eyes open. Color returns to the world.
世界線はもしかするととんでもない方向へ分岐するかもしれない。あるいは君の知ってる世界じゃなくなるかもしれないし、みんながラボメンとして君の仲間になるかどうかもわからなくなるし、そもそも椎名真由里も橋田至も マキセ・クリスも生まれないかもしれない。生まれたとしても違う名前を付けられるかもしれない。でも1975年なら2010年のアトラクタフィールド大分岐に到達するまで35年もある。どうやればいいのかはわからないけど、
But who knows what will happen during that
帰る
time?
ための準備期間はたっぷりできるよ。それでもいいなら一緒に行かない？
Or why not we go into the past, or I just go into the past?
うん。本音は誰かに一緒に来てほしいんだ。
Someone, in other words, it doesn't have to be me.
私は失敗すると分かっているのに飛ぶのは嫌だよ。それこそ犬死にだもん。だから一緒に来て、私を助けて。それに今の君を見てられない。君をこのループから助け出したい。このループを続けて心が擦り切れるのを待つ。それは来るはずのない終わりで、その終わりが来ればさ、また時間は動き出すんだよ。君の心が完全に
I guess we'd probably just collapse thinking about it.
椎名真由里は予定通りに死ぬ。私は予定通りに失敗し首を吊る。
Steinsgate.
君は看板に自殺をしようとしてるだけ。そんなことするぐらいなら一緒に来て。私を助けて。
俺は
The hands on my clock stopped ticking long ago.
俺は
Now slowly they begin to move forward.
行くよ。お前と一緒に行く。連れて行ってくれ。
サンキュー。ごめん。ずっと気づいてあげられなくて。
Suzuha gently embraces me as if to warm my frozen heart. Sorry, Daru. The wind blows, the clouds flow and change shape. Sunset. The sky is so terribly orange. The color of dawn. The color of dusk. The color of the world's end. The color of the world's beginning. While Daru was repairing the time machine, I let my mind rest. I avoided all contact, slept like a log, and tried to piece my soul back together. On the afternoon of the 13th, I received word that the repairs are complete. I sent an email calling all members to a meeting. Then, as everyone else gathers at the lab, I head to the Radican alone. Suzuha is waiting there, standing before the time machine with glistening eyes. She gives me one last warning.
何度も言うようだけどさ、タイムマシンは一方通行なんだ。行ったら戻ってくることはできないよ。それでも一緒に行ってくれる？
I slowly nod.
お前こそ大丈夫か？おそらくかなり高い確率でタイムトラベル後の俺たちは記憶を失う。
私が記憶を取り戻したのは24年後だったよね。でも今回は君がいる。何かが変わるかもしれない。
希望的観測だ。
じゃあ降りる？私は降りない。
もう覚悟はできている。
I don't know how it will turn out. We're certainly at a disadvantage, but still I never thought I'd be so thankful to not know what's coming next. It's so stimulating, it sends shivers down my spine. I feel like I'm actually here.
みんなにはなんて説明したの？
別れは告げてきた。
Mayuri, Daru, Kirisu. I left them each a handwritten letter. The lab is probably chaos by now. I also mailed letters to my parents and my friends at school, telling them to not look for me. My parents will probably be sad, but this time I'm not running away. I want to believe I'm not running away.
なんかさ、
Suzuha stands next to me looking at the time machine. She finally smiles, though her eyes still shine with unshed tears.
駆け落ちするみたいだね。
後ろめたいことは何もない。むしろ俺は鈴葉に感謝している。お前が誘ってくれなかったら、俺は今もあの輪の中で死んだまま。ありがとう鈴葉。これから一緒に未来を変えるために戦うぞ。
We clasp our hands. Suzuha's grip is so strong it kinda hurts, but that pain tells me I'm alive. Nobody sends us off. Nobody could. This is a one-way trip through time. Once we go, there's no coming back. 1975, that was before I was even born. We're headed for the past. No, for a future that has yet to be written. Not the world line Suzuha left, nor the world line she wished for. We are reaching for an entirely new future. Our eyes meet. Our hands clasp tightly.
Go.
The time has come for us to depart. Our mission to change 35 years of history. We boldly lift our heads, ready to challenge fate. Together. Well, I guess I figured out which timeline I'm in. I guess now the question is how do we figure out which timeline to go in? Alright, so I guess if this is the ending of Steins Gate, that's kind of funny. It made it to chapter 6. I don't know exactly what to do or how I look up to do the different endings and stuff like that. I doubt this is the true ending. I could be wrong. But I guess maybe what I'll do is I'll make a post tomorrow. It's crazy that this is the last 3 and I was trying to be like ahead of the schedule and everything like that. I'll probably have to do the different routes, obviously, because this isn't really a satisfying end, but it is a very interesting end for the first end of Steins Gate. I assume the true end is with Kirisu, but I don't know how I got this, so yeah. Let me know down below. I'll create a poll asking if I should do the true end or do all the other ends and everything like that. So yeah, let me know. With that being said, did really anything happen? Was it really that groundbreaking? No. But was it a good story? Yes. I'd say right now it's a 6 or 7 out of 10, but now I have to finish it, so that'll be very interesting. I'll figure it out. Oops. So if you like videos, what a horrible spot to end it. So if you like videos like this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me down below what I should do. And as always, thank you for watching. I've been Boog the Goob. May God bless you and peace. I can't believe it. Suzuha ending. Getting with Daru's daughter. Wowza.